Bismillah Rahman Rahim viewers, this is Ibrar Mir on Venus TV with your favorite program Sports Time. Viewers, today we got different leagues, different administrator, managers, and everything here. You will see when I introduce them. But let me say something. It's you know sometimes you say something and you can see it. What did I say on 8th of November when Pakistan lost the series? People were disappointed. Pakistani viewers, they were disappointed. So I said that you never know. They are going to South Africa. They can win there because they had lost the series by then. So, but they played good cricket. So watch that clip, and I come back to you. Watch that clip. What did I say, and what Pakistani team did yesterday? Please watch it. ओके थोड़ी सी मैं उर्दू भी बोलूँ क्योंकि जो आज गेस्ट हैं हम इंग्लिश में ही प्रोग्राम करेंगे, लेकिन ये जो पाकिस्तानी क्रिकेट लवर्स हैं, बल्कि जो भी एशियन क्रिकेट लवर्स हैं, पाकिस्तान की टीम एक ऐसी टीम है, वो उससे आप किसी भी तरह जीत भी सकते हैं और उससे आप किसी भी तरह हार भी सकते हैं। तो आप ये ना समझें कि अगर वो जिम्बाब्वे से हारी है तो साउथ अफ्रीका को नहीं वो डिफीट कर सकती। येस, दे कैन डू इट एंड इट्स क्रिकेट। कि हमने जो गलतियां की, हम अपनी टीम पे क्रिटिसाइज़ करते थे जी, अब कभी असद शफीक इन है, जुनेद इन है, आउट है। ये देखें, आप साउथ अफ्रीका पे अगर क्रिटिसाइज़ करें तो दे मेड हेल ऑफ चेंजेस इन एवरी मैच and still they are making changes even for tomorrow as well. Even though they have lost the series and they could have faced now, they might face that whitewash, but they're still making changes. So what did I say? That team it's in a transition and they are grooming up. Some youngsters are coming, the team is gelling, so we have to give some time to them. Okay, let me introduce my guest, and today's topic is community integration. Basically, it's community integration is in a sense of sports or cricket. We're lucky. The gentleman we have got here today, he's in an organization which has started since 1950. So in a year or a couple of years' time, they'll be celebrating their century. It's called Club Cricket Conference, and it's a very strong organization. Thousands of members they've got, different kinds of format. They've got 2020 Conference Cup and other. I'll go in detail later on. Mr. GULFRAZ Riaz, he is the cricket development manager. Luckily, we have got him here. GULFRAZ, we will welcome you here in Sports Time.
Thank you.
The other one is they've got Bengali, most of the Bengalis, but they've got lots of Asian and other ethnic minorities in their organization, even in clubs or management, and it's a massive organization. They've got more than 3,000 members. London Tigers, and he's been to our program 3-4 weeks ago. MESBA Ahmed, the CEO, London Tigers. MESBA bhai, we welcome you here in Sports Time again.
Thank you.
And third one is very senior, respectable gentleman in the community, and he's been running his league for the last at least 24 years. Elliot Davis London Cricket League, very well-known league where all the international and national players from Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, and I mean big names, they play in that league. The chairman of Elliot Davis London Cricket League, SALIM Yasin Saab, he is with us. SALIM Saab, we welcome you here, sir.
Thank you.
And the next one is, although it's a young league and young gentleman is here, his chairman SAJID Patel, he was supposed to be here anyway. SAJID Patel, he is the secretary, and they've been running the league for the last 2 years, but with so much quality and quantity as well. And they are grooming very rapidly. SAJID bhai, we welcome you here in Sports Time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, as I said, our topic is community integration. So before I go to the different news, I would, like to have some comments from Mr. GULFRAZ Riaz regarding his club cricket conference and the community integration. Like these three leagues, they did not know about club conference. Salim Saab, he knew, he was a member, but integration was not there. So luckily, because of Mr. GULFRAZ Riaz, we are having this integration, and it's growing up day by day. GULFRAZ bhai, as I said, the topic is community integration, and while you are the development manager, what kind of development do you do for clubs, for youngsters, I mean youth? We've been to your function as well the other day. You've got your ladies team as well, spinners, I mean all kinds of things are there. So people are watching you, and it's a great opportunity, this kind of program we are having today. So it's all yours, please.
Yeah, I mean, the Club Cricket Conference, as you rightly said, is almost 100 years old. We've traditionally been representing mainstream English traditional clubs. And we also had a review of the conference a couple of years ago in terms of where we're going. Are we fully representative of the cricketing family? And we established that we probably weren't. I've got over 1,000 members, 30 plus leagues, and the conference itself had to look at itself and change, because there's a real cricketing family out there in the parks, minority cricketers, South Asian cricketers. So with myself coming on board and approaching many different leagues, the South Asian program, although we've got the Pakistani leagues here, and MESBA, the Bangladeshi league, we felt we had to reach out and we had to understand, and that was where the dialogue started.
They've been already playing in your Sovereign Cup.
Yeah, they played on and off, but the idea really came that we knew they were there. The cricketing family knew we were there. The ECB, rightly or wrongly, didn't know how to communicate and how to contact with this South Asian leagues. And what we've done in the last year and a half is gone all around the M25 and the home counties, and we've now got on close to 9 South Asian leagues, which is almost 3,000 cricketers. So it's a lot of hard work, but the important thing is that we've reached out, we've tried to understand, and we've connected.
And luckily, we met with your chairman, Alf Langley. You've got very good team, Mr. Alf Langley, Simon Proger. We met with him as well. Stuart York is your president. So it's a, big organization. And how do you cope with that sort of, financial aspects, or, when you say you're going all around M25, there are lots of leagues and clubs. How do you, manage those things, and don't you get fed up, or you still think that you have to do something more?
No, I think we're true to the cricketing family. I mean, we represent 1,000 plus clubs and 30 plus leagues, and the important thing was that we reach out and we make contact with clubs and communities, and that's what we've done. We've made contact with them to understand them. The lunch that you came to is our annual fundraiser. Alf Langley, our chairman, has really driven the program in the last couple of years since he's become chairman. And we've had a hearts and mind change as well.
Right. Salim Saab, you know them very well, I mean, before anybody else sitting here. So as far as your league is concerned, you've got players who are playing in, on international arena as well. So this club cricket conference, how can we be benefited from that side of organization, from leagues like you, or what kind of development they are doing, which they can hand it over to the different leagues?
Well, first of all, CCC, I've known them going back to 1970s when we joined them, and the main purpose for our joining them was because we were park cricket players, teams playing on the park, and not as a league. So we used to go to them, and they used to give us a very, very good fixtures. But since we've got our own leagues, so we don't need them. But one thing good has come about is since GULFRAZ has come on board with CCC, that they've approached us, taken us on board, and we are now part of a cricketing family. integrating ourselves with the NCL, with the London Tigers, so on. And so this is giving us a good platform to get to know each other and play with each other, not against each other, with each other.
All right, that's good. Okay, Ms. Babai, as we are going further, what I felt, maybe it's too early for me or a bit immature for me, what I felt when I went in their function on the day, this club cricket conference is a door which, if we can open it properly, that is a door our youngsters can go into minor counties or counties. What do you think?
I think, yeah, I think, you know, the more opportunities we can provide the young people, I think that's what, you know, opportunities are there for. And I think one of the points that I think Salim Bhai just mentioned, so it's about the networking. I think it's very important that we create the bridges between, if we're talking about cricket, then it's all the bridges are created for our young people to actually participate in every level. So we're talking about beyond the leagues, there is the national level, there's the international level. And I think the more we provide the young people, the more they're focused on as a target, and it's a vision for them. And I think that's the way that I think the individual cricketers can benefit, really.
All right, okay. Sajid Bhai, I know you missed that function, and but, you know, that's one of those days. Anyway, you'll have more and more opportunities if you have contact with GULFRAZ Bhai. Right, as a young league, what do you feel, you know, when you are having some interaction with the Essex, with the CCC, or Elliot Davis, London Tigers, all these all together in your second year even? So how do you feel that your organization can be benefit from them, from these other leagues? What do you say?
I think, first of all, it's just great to have this sort of network with someone like GULFRAZ Bhai from the Club Cricket Conference, where he's like, you could say, a school teacher, showing us the way, showing us the pathway, showing us that there are opportunities out there, and to network with different projects. It's not about being rivals on other people's work, where they're also doing it for their passion of the game. They are playing a major part. We all love the game. We all do it at our own time. And the main thing is that we, as NCL, and obviously with this integration, we all open doors. We don't want to keep ourselves closed doors. It's an open door policy. We all should network with each other. We're all going for the similar goals. Obviously, there's pathways where we can benefit, and our youngsters, our seniors, our community will benefit from this, on this integration and the opportunities we are providing. And obviously, GULFRAZ Bhai, even Salim Yasin here from Elliot Davis London Cricket League, and obviously MESBA Ahmed there from London Tigers. We all have some big responsibilities to play and achieve our goals. And one way or the other, we all have the same goal. It's different pathways, but we all aim for the same goal.
Yeah, very rightly said, but at least everybody thinks in a positive way, but they need to have some guideline. And when they have guideline, so there has to be some organization, or there has to be some people like GULFRAZ Bhai. Okay, GULFRAZ, when I say community integration, so I always maintain that we should be, you know, presenting ourselves here as a nation, not as a Pakistani, Bengali, or Indian, or Sri Lankan, or whatever. We should be, you know, having some integration as a nation. Then we can, you know, show ourselves this is our good part of Asian. So how do you guide us? What kind of hiccups we are having, and how can we overcome of those?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to acknowledge that although the gentleman sitting around here, I've done a fantastic job, 24 years and 3-4 years with SAJID there. You know, we've got other South Asian cricket leagues. Southeast Sunday Cricket League, been going for 30 plus years. And what the conference have done is we've actually made contact, not just with the gentleman here, but we've made contact with the England Tamils, British Tamils, Telugu, the Indian communities. So overall, we've reached out to as many people as possible, but you know, what connects us all at the end of the day is cricket, and that's what's driving this program forward, because there are opportunities for the youngsters to go and progress into county cricket, And we as a conference will guide them, will guide the league representatives, will guide the individual teams, but ultimately it's a case of bringing everybody together under the family of cricket.
All right, Ms. Babai, as I mentioned, when you were here in my last program, that Bangladesh has groomed, they have achieved number of different goals, like in cricket especially, since when their young players are coming. So after the next year, after that, I know Asia Cup was held there as well, a few matches of World Cup, but this wholly solely T20 World Cup is going to be held in Bangladesh. After that, what would be the mood of your country? Like everywhere would be cricket, like when you have your three kinds of games in your organization, badminton, football and cricket. So in your league and in your organization and in Bangladesh, cricket would go on top, or any other game?
No, I think in any country really, if they're hosting a major international tournament, that sport will be the top one there. So I think the World Cup last time, even the opening ceremony of the last World Cup was known as one of the top events, opening ceremony in the world at that time. So I think the Bangladesh is very, very excited by it. And we hope that, like they done really well in the Asia Cup, going so far, we really hope that Bangladesh does well as in the home ground as an advantage, really, that if they can perform well. But overall, the whole country is excited because it's something at the home ground that they're going to see all these international stars. And I think that's a really privilege for a lot of the Bangladeshi spectators.
And after that, what I'm saying is after that, when they'll observe that World Cup, but after that, the whole scenario would be changed, I think.
It does leave a huge legacy behind. It makes the country a little bit more hungry to actually develop the structure of cricket in there. And I think we've seen that difference from the last World Cup that Bangladesh hosted. And I think that's the structure coming in. That's the reason why a lot of the times the opportunities are provided in countries such as Bangladesh, so that they can improve their whole infrastructure of developing cricketers for international level.
Inshallah, it will be good results for Bangladesh, and as I predicted even, that Bangladesh should be in last four in the T20 World Cup. Let's see what happens next year. We're going on a break, and when we come back, we'll take your short and sweet calls. We've got GULFRAZ Saab, SALIM Saab, SAJID Patel, and MESBA Ahmed is here. Topic is community integration. We are going on a break, and when we come back, we'll take your calls. Take a break.